During the inauguration of President Trump, the 47th president of America, some Nigeria cleric were invited, one Nigeria cleric rather, in the person of Pastor Komoyi and Pastor Nathan Basti, to come and minister in songs. Now, some folks are saying that President Trump has, recognized, Nigeria as a Christian country because no Muslim clerics were invited, no Tinubu. All right, okay. I don't have much to say on that, but please just watch this video. Okay, watch this video because, like in the video I posted today, Peter Obi was invited, but he couldn't because of the national issue. You understand? Something that is on ground. Something you are going to hear now is part of the things that made Peter Obi not to be able to make it. But he sent Labour Party Senator Nanadi Usman to go and represent him. You understand? So some people are saying that the reason why Donald Trump didn't, look at Tinubu, that he is aware of everything that transpired, how he hijacked power, all the Chicago State University, even how he sent somebody to the court, American court, and he conspired with Chicago State University that they release his true identity, that is going to cost him. And Donald Trump of a tree doesn't like such a thing. Doing all those kind of things like dragging America in the mud. And Donald Trump is one that America in high esteem. Anyways, the summary of these things that some person said, Donald Trump now officially see Nigeria as a Christian country. And why I say believe to some extent, some of the things you are going to hear now, why I believe to some extent, I remember before during his first term of death, before he left power, when something happened in one of the during Buhari time, when they terminated some Christians, one of the plateau, some that area, he invited the people there to White House. He sat with them, and when he finally met Buhari, he said to him, "Stop terminating Christians." I love to use the other word. He won it straight. That was why some of us, we went out for him. You understand? Let me stop here. Please watch this video to the end. As you watch it, let me know your take on this video. Let me give it a thumbs up so that Facebook and YouTube can recommend it.
Has declared Nigeria a Christian state against the northern Muslims who think Nigeria is their inheritance, who think Nigeria is a Muslim state. We see that in the just completed inauguration, Donald Trump rejected all the northern Muslims invited. The only person that we saw there were the Christians. In fact, we saw a Pastor Kumuyi who led the opening prayer, who led that cause in the full Christian spirit. What is your reaction to this? Welcome, Mazira.
That has, spelled whom Donald Trump is in person. Because actually I understand, the whole world understands that Donald Trump is a Judaist, a pure Christian, a man that doesn't want persecution or persecution of the Christians. How it was going on in the past, in the past administration of Muhammad Buhari. And it's actually played out during the inauguration of the 47th, presidency of United States of America. Of course, you see Trump, he invited only Christians, Nigerian Christians, turning his back on the so-called sheikhs. Yes, sheikhs.
The sheikhs and the sheikhs.
The sheikhs and sheikhs. Because you see, Gumi is highly abandoned and ignored. So Trump turns his back on him. Emir of Kaduna, Trump doesn't even recognize that one. So the only clerics we saw yesterday during inauguration in the US there are the Nigerian Christians. And that has gone a long way to debunk and renounce and totally reject rejected the belief, general belief by the House of Fulani that Nigeria is their forefathers' estate. According to what Abubakar Tafawa Balewa said to the Fulanis and Nigerians, even Southerners, that Nigeria is their forefathers' estate, that Nigeria belongs to them. And we actually seen that during the era of independent regained countries, during the era of decolonization in Africa, it was Zik of Africa, it was Enahoro, even Awolowo, Femi Fani-Kayode, Okoye, and many of them in southern Nigeria were the ones that fought the British. They fought the British with all human resources, material resources, behind, at least they are rich, and they actually gained independence for Nigeria in 1960. Who played an important role there? The Southerners. The Southerners played the roles because by then, Igbo has occupied almost every department of life. When you talk about governmental bodies, Igbos are everywhere. Then Awolowo himself and some persons in the Midwest, Osadebe, all of them. Who is it in the North that actually fought for Nigeria independence, that warranted the Fulanis believing that Nigeria belonged to them, that led to what is going on now, Islamization of Nigeria, that Nigeria is an Islamic country? Who told them? Nigeria isn't an Islamic country. None of the religious juggernauts in the North contributed to Nigeria gaining independence in 1960. None of them. Ask me why.
Why?
These are people that are poorly educated people. You don't have someone that is a graduate as of 1960s, 50s, 40s, 30s in Kano State, in the whole entire North.
Would that be the reason why Ahmadu Bello was saying that the North is not ready for independence, that they would rather be enslaved under the colonial?
Yes, because they are still coming up. They have not gotten what it takes to be an independent nationality. Because if you look at Tafa Balewa, Imam, and all the sultanates and emirs in the North, they are all Arabic, educated people. They only study Arabic. Yeah, that is the ideology. Arabic ideology, Islamic ideology, which is within the umbrella of religiosities. It's too bad of them. They don't want to embrace Western education. What they embraced, they were busy doing there was studying of what? Arabic ideology. Yes. They read Quran, they write all those Arabic inscriptions. I don't understand.
Yeah.
They were over extra religious in mind. I'm telling you, that is all they know. Going to school is an outside thing to the North. They don't know anything about Western civilization. They don't know anything about Western education. All they were engulfed doing then was Arabic education.
But I thought Nigeria was amalgamated in 1914.
Yes.
Between 1914 to 1960, why didn't the North catch up with the South in form of education? Because even to today, it seems that problem still lingers.
It lingers because all the elites in the North, all they know is Saudi Arabia religion that was sold into Nigeria from that axis of Riyadh, Mecca, Medina. I'm telling you, the Sunni Muslim I know are Saudi Arabia. The Shiites I know are from Iran. This is what Nigeria northern region know. That is all their life. That's why all the youths over there called what? Alamajeris don't go to school. Rather, they go to mosque listening to their tutors. Who are their tutors? The Sheikh, the Imam, and the Alpha. What is their common goals? To instill into them Arabic education, Islamic ideology. That's all, Chikina. They don't know that. They do not know that these white supremacists, I mean the British, that came to, rule this, colonize this contraption. What they meant is to sell their what? Religion to us, ideology to us, and their language to us. And they actually succeeded on doing that in the southern Nigeria. Until 1914, they now decided that they should invite the North for sake of population. I don't understand. And unity together with the South. And that amalgamation pact actually came to be 111 years ago. That's 1914. So what are we saying? The Hausas failed to meet up with the South because they are engrossed with this religious ideology of a thing.
Well, there are so many of these northern youths have been lamenting when they couldn't find any of their leader in that, holy ground of United States. They are welcome, even a Sanusi Lamido.
Yes, I tell you that Trump doesn't like the North. Why?
Is it that they understand the agenda of the
Yes,
North?
the North are the people that Islamic agenda stricken. That is whom they are. They are prone to Islamize the whole southern Nigeria.
But do you are you telling me Donald Trump is fully aware of this?
He's fully aware of the killings of the Christians,
of this Sharianization of the country?
Straight 8 years of Muhammad Buhari, Christians were dying on daily basis. I've been giving an example on social media how Bishop Reverend Limi was beheaded. A whole reverend that studied theology took his time to serve God. He was arrested by Boko Haram insurgents. The man was crying foul for some weeks. They brought Ndimi to social media. Everybody watched across the world how Ndimi was beheaded with a machete. And the Christians in Nigeria, everybody kept mum. We are watching until today. And as I'm talking to you now, they are killing the Christians in the north. You know how many Christians that were disallowed at Axis of Borno last week? 128. A community was invaded. Oh my God. 128 were buried. Obi went there. I don't understand. Do you know how many that were disallowed at Iduroko, Ipokia local government?
Yes.
A pastor, a prophet of Celestial Church was shot to death. Who perpetrated that dastard, wicked, barbaric, callous act? The Islamists. It is a process of Islamization, and it is crawling gradually until it explodes into full escalation. And that is when the whole world will come to help Nigeria, because it is like Southwest is keeping mum. They are not ready yet because they are begging Britain to give them independence and Nigeria to allow them to use AK-47. But in the southeastern Nigeria, there, no, you have your own gun. If anybody intrudes into your compound at night or your farmland, you go there and slug it out with that person.
Just as we saw recently with the EFCC guy who illegally scaled fence to raid a southeastern doctor. But you see, the Northerners are now responding, saying that the only reason why EFCC do not raid them in the north is because they are not greedy, they are contented with the little, they don't engage in fraud and drugs. That you hardly see scammers, fraudsters in the north, hence the reason why EFCC will only raid in the south.
Okay,
how true is this?
Okay, thank you so much. Let me help them small. Do you know how come about katakata kosi kosi? That is the local language the Hausa 419 use on their victims. When they dupe you, obtain you, you will go back, you won't see anybody again. The only person you see at the gate, security post, could be one kind aboki. When you ask him, where is your guy? Where is the allergy? He will say, what do you mean? Menini, what's the allergy? He will tell you, say, katakata kosi kosi. That is no problem, no problem. That is the response they will give you. Your money is gone. The properties you sold to allergy, gone. Allergy himself, gone. Allergy's flat, vacated, everywhere, empty. Every tribe, every region in Nigeria are fraudulent. Don't mind the Fulanis. And let me tell you, they are trying to choke us by saying that they are not greedy and not fraudulent. Who is Umaru Diko? The first person that siphoned money in billions. That was in 1984, when Naira was approximately equal with dollars, was Umaru Diko. And the tune of 3.something billion Naira. Is that not fraudulent act? What do you mean? That Fulani and Hausas are not greedy? Is that not fraudulent act? Umaru Diko was actually successfully kidnapped, packaged back into this country. It was Israeli security that was bought over by Buhari Diabo regime to do that job in London, and actually it failed. Whom are they trying to deceive? They are the most fraudulent in Nigeria. Which region ruled Nigeria for almost 50-something years? It was the North. The whole government, federal government agencies were filled by individuals from the North. What did they do with the realizations of the money they make from our commonwealth? The central account we use in this country, they rubbish it, they use the money as they like. Who is Oba Ahmed? I know that you people don't know that the highest, longest lasted governor of central bank, CBN governor, longest lasted is Oba Ahmed. I'm telling you, since 1973 till 90s, he died in Germany. The longest lasted CBN governor is Oba Ahmed. Go and investigate. I am saying it. How many Southerners have been petroleum ministers since the inception of this country? How many?
Meanwhile, this same petrol belongs to the Southerners.
Belong to us. Jubril Aminu, Rewan Ahmed Abi, Jubril Aminu, somebody Rewan,
Melekiare,
and Melekiare, and many of them, group managing director, Bogu, and many of them, even Buhari came for 8 years to become petroleum minister. Am I lying? For 8 years, what are we saying? Yet, there is nothing to show, no infrastructure in the north. It is only presidents from south extraction that always liberate the north anytime they are given the opportunity to take over mantle of leadership of this country. While the north, they have been there for 50-something years. Nigerian political leadership, no development in the north, no universities in the north, no other orientation in the north except Arabic and Islamic orientation. That is what they have. So these people, if you ask me, I will tell you that the northern politicians are, let me say, enigma and the puzzle on the basis of dateness.